have been calls for a general counsel to investigate whether or not the Attorney General perjured himself when testifying about Fast and Furious. Does the President have a reaction?
Well, there has been one call, and I think it's a biannual call for a special counsel by this particular congressman. Once every 6 months we hear something similar. And the fact is the Attorney General's testimony to both the House and the Senate was consistent and truthful. He said in both March and May of this year that he became aware of the questionable tactics employed in the Fast and Furious operation in early 2011 when ATF agents first raised them publicly. And he then asked the Inspector General's office to investigate the matter, demonstrating how seriously he took them.
Now, the question in May was, when's the first time? When did he first hear about Fast and Furious? Not the questionable tactics, but when did he first hear about the program?
Look, the Attorney General's testimony was consistent and truthful, and calls for special counsels, which seem to be a regular occurrence, do not change that fact. And when the Attorney General learned about the questionable tactics, he asked the Inspector General's office to investigate the matter.
Thanks, Jay. I want to go back to Fast and Furious because what you said the Attorney General said is not what he said. He said, quote, and this is in May of this year, quote, I'm not sure of the exact date, but I probably heard about Fast and Furious for the first time over the last few weeks. Now these documents that Jake was referring to say that he was actually told the first time about this July 2010 and October of 2010.
Well,
so
you're suggesting, first of all, I will refer you to the Department of Justice is handling this.
Attorney General, so.
Yes, and the President believes he's an excellent Attorney General and has great confidence in him. And we absolutely know that the testimony he gave was consistent and truthful. And
so how do you have confidence in him if he's a year off on what?
A piece of paper and a document that's many, many pages long contained a phrase that discussed nothing about the tactics that are at issue here. I think what we're talking about.
I just want to be clear.
Okay.
In his quote, he never said tactics. He said the first
the
time
Attorney
that I heard about
General's
it.
testimony
And
was
in
consistent.
In July,
and
he heard about it.
Consistent and truthful.
Okay, but you're not addressing the fact that he was not
I
talking about
did.
questionable tactics. In his quote in May, he said the first time I heard about it
The
was a few
issue
weeks ago.
here is not the name, it's what happened and the questionable tactics. When he heard that, as testified, he asked the Inspector General's office to investigate it aggressively, and he has cooperated with, the Department of Justice has cooperated with the congressional investigation. What he's testified to is consistent and truthful, and the cooperation, both the fact that he believes it was a problem that needed to be investigated is demonstrated by the action he took, and the department has cooperated with the Congress as it looks into the matter.
So to clear up any confusion, when was the first time the
Again,
President,
no,
not the Attorney General, when was the first time the President heard about this program?
Well, as he said in public, in a press conference, he heard about it when he read about it, and that was sometime earlier this year. I think the press conference was in El Salvador when he was on that trip, and he referenced having heard about it recently. I don't have a specific day.